everyone to another episode of The Good,
The Bad.
The 30.
I'm your co-host Maya,
I'm Kiera Lindsay.
I'm Alexis Hunt.
and today we are joined by the guys of the Built Not Bought podcast. Make some noise. And it's Black History Month.
Yes.
Ain't it good?
There's a lot of black power in here.
You feel me? I'm
For
happy
sure.
to be a nigga. All right.
Okay. All top.
Sorry. Okay. I'll behave, but I love this month. It's the shortest month. They just was like, here, damn, with y'all begging selves.
Oh my God.
But we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Do y'all not love this month?
No, I love this one.
I mean, I know we
It's
got
pretty short,
Valentine's and stuff, but there's other things too. Alrighty. So then you'll celebrate your Black culture.
Yeah,
then.
hell
Yeah.
All month.
Yeah.
All month.
So what is y'all favorite part about being Black?
I'm gonna let my
Oh, that's a good question.
The melanin.
Come on,
Favorite
Mel.
part about being Black.
It's my favorite part.
Favorite part about being Black? That's a tough one. Because there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so
Come
much.
on
Like-
with it.
I just shit.
I'd probably say the pride. Pride and history. We kind of carry it in tow.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy. It's all kind of under the same umbrella. But yeah, I think probably the pride. Because everything that I do, I know that I'm probably setting a mark for somebody else to come after me.
That's
So it's
good.
probably, that's
I
probably.
like that.
That's really good. For sure.
That's
my
a
boy.
good one.
That's my boy.
I would probably say like our language and our culture.
Yeah, I love
like
that.
we can be in a room and not say anything, and we just do gestures.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we know exactly what somebody's saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Nonverbals.
that's one of my favorite things. Like even down to like our hairstyles
we
and
do.
I
like
was gonna
our
say that.
clothing.
different.
Like
We are the
everything.
culture.
Hell yeah.
Everything is a language. Everything that we do, the way we could be walking by somebody, we do a little nod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just love the way that we communicate to one another.
Right.
Yeah.
Next.
I think that kind of a mixture of the both from what y'all
Yeah.
both just said.
Mm.
Just the pride in our history for
Yeah.
sure, because it makes me want to do more.
Mhm.
Just to know that there were people that literally fought to be where we're at and they
Yeah.
couldn't do it. So now we're doing it and kind of living in this space where
Yeah.
it's predominantly white, you know?
Mhm.
So I really love that for us. And then on top of that, just our culture, because we are the culture. Like,
Yeah.
we are always the moment.
Yeah.
There's nothing greater than Black people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's facts.
Yeah, I would say that too. I love specifically being a black woman. I feel like we can like transform into whatever we want to be.
We really can.
easily
That's
like
Black Queen.
yeah, really, like, and a lot of our counterparts would say, "Oh my God, I love your hair. Like I can change my hair today, tomorrow,
Yeah.
and it'll still look good."
Hell
And I get a lot of compliments on my skin. That's probably one
Yeah.
of my favorite compliments is like our skin tone. Like we come in different
Rich.
shades. We
Yeah.
come in all types, but
We love
You know,
Black women.
yeah,
Yeah.
We stand.
Yeah.
we the ones.
We stand.
We are. I even think about like music, like how we really are the origin of like all
Everything.
genres.
Fact.
Yeah.
Like even though we
Even
dominate,
country.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
And the
Like,
crazy thing is, I didn't know that until I think when the
Yeah,
Beyonce concert,
yeah.
not concert, but album came out, and it was a
Yeah.
country album, and it was this whole big thing
Yeah,
about,
storytelling.
I guess the people, they were just like, oh, why are y'all coming to invading our space? Why are
Yeah.
they coming to invade our space? And then it became a thing where it's just like, no, Black people
do your
create-
history.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
on some old.
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
So
No.
that was something that I learned, which I think was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And if you think about rock, Little Richard,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
He was a rock
Yeah.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. He talks about it all the time, at least in videos, talking about how the Beatles and all these bands, they all looked at me. He was like, all those people were my sons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's,
I know that's right. I
Prince
just
a
my
rock
son.
star.
yeah, that's how he would say it.
Yeah.
He would say it like that. He was
Prince a rock star?
Yeah.
Prince, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
I would
100%.
categorize him as a rock
Yeah.
star.
You seen him hits?
Well, I'm gonna say, the platforms and the leather, that's really what gets
Yeah,
it.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And then could play every instrument with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that black country artist that's out right now. I don't know his name. The dude. He,
Boozy?
Shabuzi. I love
he fucking with
Shabuzi.
him.
Yeah.
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 And
I
it's
like it.
crazy because I think about how like we are in such need of taking up these different spaces because
Yeah.
even if you think about when Old Town Road came out, it was like it went viral for the whole year. Like
Yeah.
even the old folks
on
loved it.
Yeah.
But mainly because we hadn't heard ourselves in
No,
those
facts.
Yeah, in the
genres.
spaces.
And so now we got Shabuzi and now we got the girls. Like everybody is taking up those different spaces.
Yeah.
Right.
again
Right.
because we are the origin. So I enjoy that, and I hope that. Do y'all think that part 3 of the Beyonce's album, because it's like a 3-part?
Right. I think she put
I think it's
Rock
gonna be
next.
Rock.
Yeah.
I think that would be really
Oh,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
What was the first?
You wanna break my soul. It was
Oh.
house music.
Yeah, house
Oh, house
music,
music.
country, now
She gonna
rock.
do Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
what everybody speculates. What do y'all think it'll
Beyonce.
be?
I mean, I don't know.
R&B.
I am not a
listen to
I am not a
her.
B.
I wouldn't even.
You not a beehive?
No.
Beehive either?
I hate to say that on camera because they look
Expound on
crazy.
it.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna
what
get
you
you.
I'm not. I mean, I love
What do you mean by
Beyonce.
that?
Okay.
Well, I like Beyonce.
Okay. Okay.
But I like old Beyonce.
I fuck with that.
The
fuck
transition, like after Sasha Fierce, I'm done.
What do you think
Okay.
changed? I'm just curious.
Um,
I listen to a lot of music. That's why I'm just.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't want to say the soulfulness, but it's something about it. Like I feel like something changed, but I just can't get with it. I can't relate to the music, and I also haven't tried to. I'm just not interested.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I
I'm
will say
wrong with
that-
you.
I will say that I did try and
know,
listen to like the albums that just came out, like Act One and Act whatever names of it.
Yeah.
I tried to listen to it, but it just wasn't doing it for me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm not like a huge fan of hers. And if I'm being completely honest, like when I listen to Beyonce, I only just listen to the music, the songs that I always heard of. Like
Okay.
I never really just
Okay.
listened to like one of her albums and was like, oh, I love this
I don't have
so much.
one Beyonce album on my phone.
Yeah, like I just know the viral, like the
This
ones
is-
that we all know, you know. And it's nothing against, it's nothing against
Yes,
it.
she's
I did
amazing.
try.
No, no,
I definitely,
Great performer.
I definitely commend her for sure
Yeah.
because I've definitely gone to go
I'm on
see her in
y'all side.
concert. I've definitely gone to go see her in concert, and I definitely commend her. She is a true artist, a true gem in this space that she's taking over, and
Yeah.
I truly
Beyonce.
appreciate everything that she's doing in that space. It's just not, that's just not my music.
I got
Yeah.
And I will say I try to stay away from, well, not try to stay away, but I'm not interested in like, I don't want to say the cults, but like people who
I know you ain't saying I'm a
Idolize.
cult member.
people who idolize celebrities that much is weird to me. I just kind of back.
I think there's a. I
It's
think
like insane to me.
Everybody has.
I think
Yeah,
there's a
I think-
separation. Like the stan culture in music, period, is a toxic thing.
Mhm.
I think for me, Beyonce, period, when people say like, and not just for you, but when people say like the old artist versus the new artist, I think when an artist like her has grown, because every album she's done has been very intentional.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
there's a
for
lot of
sure.
storytelling
Yeah,
within every album,
Yeah,
especially with the
bags,
house music.
yeah.
Telling the story about her uncle with the country album, telling the story about black cowboys, and now this rock piece is probably going to talk about the Little Riches and stuff. And so I can understand because it sounds like more of a preference thing, but I don't think the soul has gone anywhere. Particularly like when I think about Virgo's Groove or when I think about Two Hands to Heaven, like
Oh, you.
these songs that she's like she.
I'm feeling it all.
Well, I'm just about to say, especially in her older age, she sings much more raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can agree just from being someone that's not a true like Beehive stan
Mhm.
for sure. Like I can definitely see how her music has evolved
Yeah.
over time, and I can commend her on that. Like
Yeah.
I said, I can commend her as being the artist and the queen of who she is.
Mhm.
But I'm just not. Just
No, I
not a
respect it.
fan.
You know, I respect it. I respect it.
I'm in all the cults.
Oh, God.
I'm in all the
Episode.
cults only because
Why be better?
y'all know.
You why be better?
You know I'm in that game. I ain't fine. All right.
That's crazy.
But y'all know I love music. I don't even know why they
Yeah,
act this
yeah,
surprised.
yeah.
I love all genres. I appreciate like real artistry.
Mhm.
And I listen to even all the girlies in the rap game that's doing it right now. That rap is not my favorite genre. Hip hop is not my favorite genre. R&B is.
Yeah.
But I was raised like my parents are in their mid 60s.
Yeah.
So
Step,
a lot of me.
son.
That's not even
No.
that ain't even old
No.
enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about Marvin Gaye. I'm talking about Smokey Robinson. Like all the now one thing I didn't listen to like Patti LaBelle and
Okay.
Gladys Knight and
Stylistics.
stuff like no the stylistics.
Oh no,
went
that's you.
triple
Okay.
platinum.
All right. Cool.
Triple platinum.
We here.
Temptations,
They
like
the
all
same.
of that.
They
All of that.
Yeah.
That music head.
It- but,
Yeah.
but
Stylistics,
saying
I don't
that
know.
to say
I'm over here like, okay.
to
Respect.
understand to understand like black people becoming larger than life,
Mm-hmm.
and her being compared to Michael Jackson, I expect for her to expand into like what she's doing is exactly what she's supposed to be doing
You know, for real.
for her career. Like yes, I love the R&B. I love the Dangerously in Love Beyonce. I love the B-Day Beyonce. And then also she's a Virgo. Y'all know I get into my astrology. So I expect and then Michael Jackson was also a Virgo. I think Prince was a Virgo as well.
Virgos rule the world.
You know,
Are you a
all
Virgo?
right now. I don't know about all of that. I do love Virgos, but but when it comes to being an entertainer, they take it to a different level.
Yeah.
And so that's why, because I love country music because of the storytelling, because I'm a writer. So I appreciate the story, the plot, all of that. I didn't listen to, I didn't replay Cowboy Carter, but like I said, I appreciate what she does and how she taps into other things, because she from Texas, so it's like, yeah, that is within her.
Sense.
I think people forget, and that's why she always have to remind us, like, I am from Texas, y'all, and then I do have roots to Louisiana, so country music is within her. She just can do it all.
Yeah.
And so I
music.
gotta show y'all that. So that's one of the things I love about Black people, because I think that we as a generation aren't used to people doing side quests or tapping into different things. We don't have to be one dimensional.
Yeah.
We're not, first of all. It just takes us a while to tap into different things. So are y'all into the Harlem Renaissance, or what it means to have different talents and stuff like that? How do y'all have any icons, or who do y'all look up to when it comes to Black positivity?
Who wants you go first, man?
Because it's the good, the bad, the 30. We will get into the bad, Dr. Umar. But right now, I want to talk about the good.
Yeah.
So who do y'all look up to? And they could be younger. They don't have to be no old heads or nothing like that. It could even, if you want to say LeBron James.
LeBron James.
What you gotta say?
I wouldn't necessarily say look up to, but I think that she is someone that I
Don't steal mine.
Michelle Obama.
No.
That's
I
really
feel
mine.
that I feel does a
So
great
amazing.
job at just being the woman that she is, being the spirit-led woman that she is, and then also in the same space that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that everything that she's working towards is something that I not necessarily idolize, but I relate to. in a
Yeah.
way. So that's Crystal Renee Hazlett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She plays on Zatima.
Mm-hmm.
and Sisters.
Yeah. I love Crystal.
That's a Tyler Perry joint. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she also has her own podcast show as well, called Keep It Positive.
Shout out to Kim.
And I genuinely love that. I love the conversations that she's having on there. I love the movement that she has with her foundations. I love everything that she's doing right now in the space that I feel like I'm also in this industry.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's probably somebody that I think that I would look up to.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I love her.
Love her. She's so classy.
She is, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I
That's
love
why
as
I
well.
Yeah, that's
Like-
why I love her and Michelle Obama. People who
Love Michelle.
women who are really in their femininity, but
Yeah.
still very powerful
For
and
sure.
stand for something.
Yeah.
That's super big for me. So I love Crystal Down too.
Yeah.
But of course Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
She's that girl.
Mhm.
Not even just the wife of previous President Obama, but
That's my president.
her, right? The way she supports her community, supports her husband, supports her family, stands for something, and she doesn't let society dictate what she should do.
Yeah.
I look up to that.
You could tell how much the world love her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets a lot.
amazing.
She got her
I read her
aura.
book.
Her aura itself.
By Michelle Obama was really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm about to just probably run off a lot of names, but my head kind of triggered this thought about people doing different things. First, on that note, I instantly thought about Juicy J doing his jazz album,
Mhm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said Juicy J?
Yeah.
Wow,
jazz album.
really?
Yeah, just branching out, doing different stuff. Andre 3000 doing his piano
Oh,
and flute
yeah.
album.
That flute album.
Yeah, just
Very
doing different
serene.
stuff. But as far as look up to, I would say on the writing front, because I started writing last year now. But from the past, James Baldwin. For now,
Oh,
Ta-Nehisi
wow.
Coates. The intentionality, but also asking the questions that kind of make you kind of just shake your foundation about am I thinking about this the right way? Am
Yeah.
I going about this the right way? And James Baldwin really, because a lot of the stuff that he wrote kind of just a cycle back now. A lot of things are cyclical that way. Probably like within just kind of a social space, kind of I think about Clarence Avant a lot, because I think for me, the way
you black.
Yeah. They call him the Black Godfather. And I just think about how like he's behind the scenes always connecting people. And I think that's like, for me, the realization that I had last year was that not only do I want to story tell in different mediums, but I also want to connect my community through those mediums as well. So like
I love
just
that.
trying to continuously figure it out, whether it be the podcast, whether it be writing, whether it be putting events together, like I was telling you in my on the call, like T&E kind of putting the events together. And then there's more things to come about, like, you know, that we're working on, that I'm working on. So yeah,
that's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah, he's the. I'm saying, but my answer ain't gonna be as intricate. Nah, I would say like people like I'm more into like probably like Pharrell, Virgil before he died. Just a lot of different things that they did, like going from music to like the. I'm really into like fashion and shit. So just like the fashion, I appreciate.
He dripped down if y'all can see.
got it on.
I like just like the business aspect of it now, and like kind of it's tied into like, you know, my purpose of what I do now. Like I work in retail now, but where I want to go with it, and it's kind of like inspiring to me, like kind of like how they navigated through their life, even like before Virgil died, the different people that he impacted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and somebody has, like once has asked me like, what do I want to, like, why am I into this shit? And I just like to make people feel good. That's just kind of like what I'm into, like, you know what I'm saying? Not breaking the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen the reactions of people like simply just putting on clothes and like what that element does for them. So
that's dope.
It's expression.
I love that. No, I just, in general, I like to see us taking up space. And if I could think of like an era, it again would be the Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told y'all this, but I am a descendant of Langston Hughes. So I take my writing very serious. That was my great grandmother's first cousin.
Did you just say that's one of my cousins?
No, I said
He said that's my cousin.
Oh.
And I was named after Maya Angelou. So I think, and you know, getting into the thing of like, my dad have always said that names have power.
Yes,
you
they
know,
do. Yeah.
It's certain things that you're raised with that you forget over time until it's time to like think about those things. But I feel like we talk a lot about finding ourselves and finding out like our purpose and what's important to us. And so amongst all of the things, because I take on a lot of different projects, but writing is at the forefront. So Maya Angelou is somebody, Toni Morrison, and like even W.E.B. Du Bois, and like, you know, that's one thing I will brag about the Fiskites, you know, when it comes to the history. Now current day could use some work, but
they black. You can feel it, but you can feel
you
blackness.
can feel that, and it is very empowering, and it does make you want to remember or continue to like seek out what your purpose is. And so as I continue, I'm working on a book right now, so as I continue to
do you feel like you already knew that, like already knew your purpose before you graduated? You feel like you found that in recently?
I knew that I always liked to write, and I knew that I was always going to be a writer, but because like even in movies and stuff, you see that people are like struggling artists. Like even Carrie Bradshaw, honey ain't have but $2 to her name, but them shoes,
them
Manolos. But so wanting to like be multifaceted and like increasing my generational wealth and like breaking curses and making sure I get a degree in X, Y, and Z. Things get lost in transition, but it's still like getting back to that. Like I've journaled and I've done this, but I think in the past 2 years, I've gotten intentional about writing this book. And I'm not in a rush to write it, because if you like look at all of the like greats that have written books and gone, you know, to bestsellers and stuff, they don't start until their 30s. They're into their 30s. So I've given myself grace about that. And then too, you got to experience things. So I want Black people to experience more things too. I don't know if y'all saw a TikTok recently where this guy was just like, I want to see more Black luxury, which I think looks different for different people. But I agree to the sense of like, I want to see us taking up space and like just expanding, like not just being so basic, because
Yeah.
we're more than like what we subject ourselves to.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
feel.
No, for sure.
What do y'all like want to expand into, or do you think about like if you were given another chance, or like what would you do differently, or what's something that you even see for yourself in the future?
I'm about to say, go ahead.
I definitely feel like there's more that I can accomplish,
Yeah.
whether it's within my current career, or whether it's in the entertainment space that we're in, or whether it's a different avenue that I just haven't tapped into yet.
Mhm.
I definitely feel like there's definitely more for me to
Interior
accomplish.
design.
Maybe that, you never know. But I think
Say that a little louder.
Interior
You need to
design.
Interior design. She's that.
I don't want you to say it.
She does that.
and that's so crazy that you say that, because I feel like my friends, they see
Everything.
they see more in me than I probably
Oh,
see
man.
in myself.
Absolutely.
I understand that for
Like
sure.
y'all have told me to
Yeah,
do
you-
I'm
so
like,
much, and I'm
girl,
just like,
you're
girl,
so
what?
good at all
Yeah.
these things. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do all.
And it could just be something where I'm just like in my head about certain things, where I feel like certain things or certain spaces are oversaturated with just constant people trying to pursue that avenue.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do feel like there's more that I can do. I'm pretty sure I am going to do more. What will that be? I'm not quite sure. Will it be me going into real estate, getting more properties?
Yeah.
That could be something.
Mhm.
Would it be something in interior design? That could also be something. It could be something with this podcast. Like I feel like there's definitely, like you said, there's so much space that we can take over.
Mhm.
And once I figure that out, then
Not all the time.
yeah,
Plenty
I
of
have all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm like kind of. I will say I don't wish I started over, or I could go backwards, because my experiences, my personal experiences, have probably like led me to where I'm supposed to be today.
For sure.
I feel like I'm just now in a place of finding what I want to do. I feel like when you're younger and you're going through experience, it's like always there, but it's never like heightened until like kind of like you said, my friends bring it to the forefront of what I'm good at. My friends have given me confidence to like kind of know my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing, and the positions that I've had. Like I said, all my experience, even job experience, different job experience of what I am now, is leading me to some whole other shit. Like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's definitely a building block for like my next steps in my professional life and shit like
Who
that.
said you're not supposed to be doing it?
What you mean?
Come on, Maya.
What you mean?
You
I
said
mean,
you're
like,
not supposed to be doing it. Was it not in the plan?
Yeah, like,
was it
it
in his plan?
I feel like now, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was supposed to be done, because how I feel now, I'm like, damn, I'm about to use this shit and go crazy.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, just me moving and like becoming more professional, like it's definitely helping my next steps.
Mm-hmm.
So
I keep hearing the word spaces, and I'm just curious because it's always different. Me and him always talk about y'all plight as Black women. Like, how do y'all navigate in corporate spaces
Don't get me
as
started.
Black women? And the reason why I asked that off the question that you asked is because for me as a Black man, like being in corporate spaces, that's how I figured out my purpose. I'm like, kind of what he was speaking to. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling boxed in here. And when I'm doing the extracurriculars, I'm doing the passion projects, I'm like, oh, this is the freedom that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for y'all, microaggressions and mad Black woman, like I know that's a lot more real estate that y'all have to navigate. Whereas us, a lot of times, like people kind of leave us alone. Like, of course, if we come off angry, like whatever. But for y'all, that's like a stigma, and it sticks with you.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious, how do y'all deal with that? And has that also impacted somewhat of the purpose or the things that you're trying to find, like where you're trying to get to?
I feel like for me, yes and no, because I don't.
questions.
Outside of this podcast, I don't do anything outside of this podcast, outside like my career, like my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Outside of that, it's just this and that part, like my 9 to 5. And I don't think that I have been in a position at my job to where I've dealt with the stigma that Black women have in the corporate spaces. I haven't dealt with that personally for me to have a standoff opinion on it, or for me to have an opinion to where, okay, I'm like, I want to move from this space. I haven't had that. And I think that that's something that I can commend to my job, just from like the position that it's put me in, to continuously elevate and to continuously reap the benefits of what it's given me. I commend that. But I definitely think that in my corporate world, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Can I do more? That's why I say yes. Like it could be something to where I go back to school and I pursue that a different way, or I expand in my current position because I'm a project manager. So I expand in my current position. That could be something that I continue on because I actually enjoy what I do. Do I have times where I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do this. I'm over it. Yeah. But when I look at the bright side of things, not everything is cupcakes and rainbows. As we always say. Not everything is cupcakes and rainbows. Like, not everybody cannot work in the corporate space. Like, there's some people that have to work in the corporate space, or some people are built to be in this corporate space, and they can be white people or black people. Not all black people have to leave just because of a situation that they've been in, which, like I said, I haven't been in a situation like that. I think that for me, like I said, if I'm supposed to continue in the space that I am in my career, then that's what I'll do. If not, then I'll find a different avenue. But for right now, I feel like I'm content with where I am and where I'm growing at in both areas, whether it's podcast and then also my professional life. I hope that answers your question.
No, it did. I'm
well,
curious
I have a complete different answer.
Because you juggle business, this job.
Juggle a lot.
And being a mom.
Yeah. And I'm in technology, which is a white male dominated.
Had to slap the couch. Felt that.
And oftentimes I have thought a lot of different things. Like, one, before I got to where I was, I felt like I had to, in a corporate space, I had to, and I've talked about this at work in like a diversity and inclusion meeting or something like we talked about, where I felt like I had to down my blackness, not be too black. Yeah. And this is years ago. Not be too black. Like I felt like, oh, well, I need to have my hair straight. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not wearing lashes or makeup or whatever. I'm going to wear my glasses or whatever. And I have been in situations where, not that I came off as the black woman, angry black woman, but I have had a fear of coming off as that type of woman, especially because just being a woman anyway and then being black on top of that, it's kind of like your voice doesn't matter. And I have had situations where it's like, on top of that, I'm young, or I was young. I've been at my job 9 years. So,
I'm still young.
I'm still young. But like, even younger, when you're put in certain positions and you're with Angela, who's 45 over here, and Sarah, all these other people. So it's like, they're like, this little young black girl don't know nothing. True. So I try to like talk a certain way, make sure I'm knowledgeable, try to prep before meetings. But like I said, I have felt like I didn't want to come off as the angry black woman. Not that anything happened. It's just been a fear that I naturally, I guess, society has made me feel like. And then coming into certain spaces, like in technology, where I remember like having all these thoughts and innovative ideas, but scared to say it. And my VP, I applaud her so much. She's an older white woman, but she sees everything in me like that I was scared to show. And when I'm asked my opinion, I used to be like, I'm just hush. She's like, Alexis, I know you have thoughts. And she has helped me build the confidence to like, you know what, I'm just going to be who I am. And if y'all don't like it, it is what it is. And honestly, I've been accepted a lot for it, but it has been a natural fear, I guess, society has given me, is like, don't be this lady because you don't want to come off, and you might not have these opportunities if you come off, because in the corporate world, things travel. Like, your reputation is everything, especially if you stay at the same company for a long time. Like, oh, don't hire her when you try to go to different departments or different positions. They don't care if you have this degree, because so does this other little white girl or white man have it. So just using my voice in the right way. I've been real strategic about that. But that was to answer your question on the corporate world. But I do have passion projects, I guess you can say. Like, I own a clothing business, Mommy Gang, and then I have a creative business, LINKTREE, and then I'm a mom. But one thing about it, I love my job, but it does not come first. Motherhood obviously come first, and then Mommy Gang, I feel like that's what's going to take me to the next level.
For sure.
But I always tell people, they're like, how do you balance everything? And I was like, they're like, do you ever get overwhelmed? And I'm like, honestly, I feel like everything I do, it allows me to show a certain side of me, right? So in my tech job, I'm more so being more analytical. In my business, I'm being more creative with both of my businesses. And I feel like everything is a passion for me, but it's just in different sides that I'm showing.
Yeah.
I might go on a tangent here, but I feel like every part of like my upbringing has prepared me for like navigating the world today. Now I work at Georgia Tech currently, so I do a lot of finance, administrative things, sometimes HR things. I was never raised to like okay, I'm always the youngest, for example, at my job. I used to work for the city. I've worked on a mayoral campaign. I've always changed the color of my hair. Like those are things that I'll never forget. This one, he was a public elected official, and he met me, and he was like red hair and green nails or something like that, and he was black. I'm like, boy, you work on the west side, so go ahead on with that. But saying that to say that I've always been wise for my age. I've always known how to maneuver in different spaces. I've always known how to even like get converse with older people because I've always worked with them, and they think, you know, I always say like I just look like this, so you can assume that I don't know what I don't know, and then I start talking, or I'm always taking initiative, or I'm telling y'all what y'all need to be doing. My 9 to 5 was never supposed to be like my dream. And even when I think about the entertainment industry, because that's what my degree is in, communications, I'm not even sure that having a full-time job in those spaces is what I have aimed for, because you Sports Illustrated, Essence, you see all of the publications
for sure.
laying off masses of people, and security and like financial security was always the main thing, so that I could support my goals of like writing a book and doing different things that I want to do that I am passionate about, but are going to make money long term. That, you know, I'm surrounded by people that be so stressed out at work, and I'm like, what are y'all stressed out about? Like, I'm not letting these white women stress me out about anything. I'm not in a space where I just don't get emotional about that, because maybe because it's like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. They looking at, they trying to get their pension and all of these different things, and I'm just coasting through, like, and they be like, oh, you're doing great, and I always get all of these accolades. I'd rather have money, but
That's
to know that
I feel like
that I'm doing good.
Everybody in here probably, and I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
I
good.
just like the way I feel like we all, like, when you in a space, you're gonna put your best foot forward to make sure it's paying for your dream. And your job pays for your dream. So that's why I feel like all black people like gonna put their best foot forward in whatever they doing, so it can't push them to go to the next whatever else they trying to do.
And we make it look easy. I think that's another. They be mad. They be mad because they be sweating. They be red. You know, they be red. They be red in the face, and I be like, just relax. Like, I always say, we do not work in the emergency room. Y'all
we dream bigger too, though.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, a lot of us are more of like, we're not thinking inside the box typically. That's just a stepping stone, like you said. But a lot of our counterparts, that is the end all be all. Because like, you're raised to go to college, go to work there for 20, 25 years, retire, and then pay for your kids' college, and it goes on to the next generation.
Like you said, they're working to get that pension.
No,
for sure. I definitely.
I don't care to be a CEO of nobody.
Yeah, that's like the goal of mine is not to be CEO.
But you need them type of people though.
That's why you gotta know how to work with them, you know. But
I feel like there's definitely positions within the corporate world that kind of put you in that connection with CEOs and the class of a company. Like as a project manager, like I work with them all the time. Is it nerve wracking? Yeah, but like I never put myself in a position to where I'm just like, oh, this white person right in front of me can do it better than me. Of course I'm gonna make mistakes. Of course it may not go as great as theirs will, but I know that I did my best, and I know that at the end of the day, what I say goes. Not goes, but like not technically, but like what I bring to the table is gonna necessarily possibly be the most innovative or the best decision for the company, you know? So I think that that's, like you said, is the difference between us and them when it comes to corporate spaces. They're working to get that pension. We're just working because
trying
Yeah.
to do something else.
Survival.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wear a
Definitely
little, wear a little mask,
Yeah.
you know. When it comes to, okay, 2 parts. When it comes to building family legacy, as a society, do y'all think that that is still a priority? And then 2, when it comes to building family legacy, like, how do y'all feel about it personally?
Legacy.
Kind of just like on the note, like what we just finished talking about. I think it's kind of difficult for our generation to think about legacy and family building because of survival. Things are more expensive. It's more difficult to do a lot of things. You can't buy a house. You can't buy a car. Credit is terrible. Like interest rates are terrible.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I need to navigate this space for myself before I try to bring anybody else into this world or have a child or anything like that. So I think it's most people that I know, like friends, and want to have a family. Like you do want that.
Yeah.
But it's like, man,
it's not realistic.
I know PG County, for example, $750,000 for some shack, basically, and like now a Nissan Altima, $32,000. Like, it's just stupid stuff where it's like, bro, yeah, I want a girl, but I want a wife.
Yeah.
How can I afford a ring? Like, I'm still trying to navigate this one. I don't even know what I'm about to eat today.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think I still am trying to navigate that for myself. I mean, I started therapy last year. I think.
I was like, wow.
So did my guy too, man. We both.
I just started.
Yeah. No, but I think the major step that I made last year was the self-love piece. You can't love anybody else till you fully love yourself, and I think that was like the first step to say, like, you know, no, I can definitely have a deeper capacity to love somebody because I love myself so much.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm at on that path of trying to build a family. So
I love that.
I don't know if I want kids. I'm still trying.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the statistic is it costs $1 million to raise a child, and I know you probably know that it's expensive, and probably could speak more than that than I could. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
I for myself, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I do want the dream. I want the kids, the dogs, the little wife, and shit like that. But
Not the little. That big mama. Why she gotta be little?
but nah, you know, I want that. But like, kind of like what he spoke to is fear. You know what I'm saying, for survival mode, because I don't want my family, my legacy, my wife and my kids to like want for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to bringing them into spaces and I can't take care of them. It's cool that if I lack, but I just that fear of not being able to like kind of like hold it down for my family and provide for my family, I feel like I might as well be by myself. You know what I'm saying? Until I can do that, or until I can be in that type of space, so they won't have to. You know, people don't ask to be a part. You know what I'm saying? You should be transparent about what world you welcoming somebody in. So until I'm, like I said, I'm in therapy, so I'm on the self-love part, so I'm trying to get there. But, you know what I'm saying, like, fall in love with myself and just, like, being able to even know, kind of time back with me into, like, my own purpose before I kind of start trying to build a foundation on something that I don't know.
That makes sense, because y'all are men, too. It's a lot of pressure on men to be the leader, the provider, and all this. So it's like if you don't know that direction for yourself, you probably won't feel as comfortable with somebody else. But as far as family legacy, like, or anything about that in general, one thing for me, like you said, we were raised on survival mode. My mom was very traditional on, I graduated high school at 17, went to college, and she was like, oh, you're on your own. Like that cutoff. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm still young, and I'm like, I'm in college. I need money. And I literally got like the cutoff, like, all right, here's your car insurance, here's your cell phone. And I'm like, I'm a freshman, 17-year-old in college. And I was working, even when I transferred to West Georgia, I worked like 2-3 jobs at one time, going to school, trying to do everything. And my mom, she was raised on that. So she thought that was the best thing to give to me. Although she wasn't struggling, I think it was just like a lesson, like, all right, you're grown. in her, like legally you're grown, but you're not really grown at 18. And I remember saying, like, when I have a kid, I don't want to do that. Do I want to spoil him? Absolutely not. But there's no way that, like, I would prefer to cut off my kid when you're doing what you're supposed to do. So for me, like, me and his dad talked about it, like, we're not together anymore, but we're on the same page with, like, how we raise our son and stuff. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do, I'm not cutting you off. Like, I feel like we should support you because, like, I had friends who their parents saved up $10, $20 a week since their kid was young. Yeah. She actually went to North Carolina A&T. She ended up getting, like, really good grades in high school. She didn't work in high school. I worked in high school, where she basically went to school as a sophomore because she took the AP classes or whatever. And she had, like, a college fund for her, but she had full ride scholarships, so they just was like, oh, well, we just gonna distribute. That's gonna be like your pay. And she did internships in the summer, and they got paid. So it was like she was set up for success. I feel like,
makes a difference.
And that
helps.
That was super big for me because, like, even if we don't have, like, all the money in the world, but especially when you start having a kid, it's important for us to, like, just put a little something to the side because that's gonna add up. Make sure you're getting these right accounts so that way you're not setting your child up to just struggle and figure it out and have all these student loans. And even if he doesn't go to college, like, something to help support. I don't really believe in the survival mode, especially when you're literally trying. Like, I wouldn't push him out. Like, you're 18, get out the house. Like, you know, it's just not the same. So that's something I definitely want to. Me as that generational curse, absolutely not. Like, I want you to focus on school or your passion, and I'll support for the first couple of years, but you got to show me something. Like, you know, you got to show me something. You can't just be chilling, but, like, we got your back. And I feel like we need that as a generation because we all kind of start off as, like, already lacking. And it's like, damn, now I'm at the bottom and I'm going to have to build myself up versus if I'm in the middle, it's easier to get to the top.
Yeah. No, I feel like I would agree. I don't necessarily think as much on my legacy that I would like to leave to my kids, but I feel like something that I do want to do is, like you said, provide that support to them because that's something that, like, I was the complete opposite. That was something that I had. So my grandparents, they saved up money for when I went off to college and they gave me the check while I was in college. And then also just with my parents, well, my mom, I still stayed at my mom's house even after college. Like, I didn't get put out or anything like that. Like, I had that support financially that I felt like I needed throughout college to even continue to make good grades and get it to where I am right now. And I feel like that's definitely something I want to leave to my kids as well. Just letting them know that financially you may not always have it there because the way that we're going as a society right now when it comes to finances and interest rates and stuff like that, it's only going to get worse. Yeah. So I feel like just kind of providing them with that information that they need to know when it comes to once you get out of college, interest rate, how important it is to pay stuff back, how important it is to make sure that you at least have money in your account to kind of fall back on. I feel like it's the one thing that I would look at because, like you kind of mentioned, I do want to get married. I want to get married. I want to have a whole heaping full of kids and more dogs and stuff like that. So I think that that's the only part of, like, a legacy that I would necessarily look at.
I think for me, obviously, we want to have the houses and the properties and things to pass down. But what's most important to me, and I really got to sit my parents down and ask them, like, how did you do it? Or, like, what it was. Because I don't fear anything. Yeah. And maybe I'm not gonna say that I was always like that. Big dog. Our nickname. But seriously though, like, there is nothing that I want to do that I don't believe I can't do. Even if it doesn't happen when I want it to happen, like, I don't just lack the confidence that things don't. Now it has transitioned more into, like, what does God want for me? Because I could want something and it's like, I don't want that no more. That's not really, you know, long term what I wanted. And then it showed me, like, yeah, I want something better for you. But when it comes to, like, accomplishing things, I just want my children, my legacy to be rich in, like, confidence and rich in, like, know that you can go anywhere in the world. I definitely want them to be well traveled and just really wise to like just take chances, take risks, and, like, take up spaces, as we've been saying, and just be great. Like, don't think that there is anything in the world, not even your skin color, that can stop you from accomplishing what it is that you want to do. And so yeah, like I gotta get the tools, the resources, and the receipts and recipes, all of that to see. Like that is the main thing, because I think it's so important. Black people are so great.
For sure.
It's in our DNA and our history that we have been like manipulated, as I like to say.
She love that word.
Out of space. I was like so much.
Like, that was a new one for me.
We have been robbed of, like, you know, thinking that we are not capable of greatness. And we have been conditioned to believe that we are not the superior, because we are. They knew that they knew that we were, but so they had to do everything that they could to keep us down when it comes to the family dynamics, when it comes to individuals. Like, so I want to reverse that. That's just really just a goal. So if it's like, I have conversations with people, what do you want to do? Like, whatever it is, whatever you even think you want to do, just try it. Just do it. Like, don't be fearful, because we can't be stopped. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
Carrie, I'm sorry,
Alexis had a question, yeah.
Yeah, because when you said that you don't have any, like, fear, right? And you was like, I don't know if I was raised a certain way or whatever. You want to talk to your parents. Do you feel like you don't have that fear because you feel like if you fail, you have support? Like, you're not going to fail?
Ooh.
Because a lot of people don't take chances because if they fail, they don't have anything
to fall back
or anyone to help pick it back up.
Well, to be honest, if I told my parents, like, I want to go to medical school and I want to do all of that and I want to do, you know, spend 10 years in school and stuff like that, now they may have told me, like, all right, I got you on a bachelor's, but you, like they told me, I got you on a bachelor's and then you on your own for everything else. You know, Black women love to go and get a degree. And I went back home. I went to school. I came back home to Chicago. I got a job at the city. I was at my parents' house for a year, and then I moved back on my own. Could that have to do? We city kids. We grow up fast anyway. I don't think that they may have, like, put me out at, well, I was going at 18. You weren't going to put me out. Well, none of that. I always knew I was going to college, but when it comes to support, yes, I do know that if I move to Dallas, if I move to DC, if I move to LA, wherever I want to move and it don't work out, I could always go home. I'm going to pay in my soul and my spirit. Because y'all know how it is going back home. You grown. You don't want nobody in your business. I done been going on dates. Oh, they left something. Get up out my business. Like, you know, it's not the worst thing, but it ain't the best thing. And sometimes things like that is not conducive for growth. So if something didn't work out for me, that's not what I'm reverting back to. I'm going to keep going because I got to get to the failure part so I can get to the lesson part. And that's a problem for me because I'm very results oriented. So I'm always trying things so that I can get the result. If it's not the result that I want, I'm going to try something different. So I think for me, the confidence comes from knowing that I can't succeed until I fail. I can't get to I can't broaden my horizon. I can't learn. I can't get wisdom if I don't try, if I don't take the risk. So staying stuck is not an option for me. Staying scared, I think I want to do this, and that's not an option for me. It's just like that's going to eat me alive more than like trying and keep slow motion is still motion. So does that answer your question?
Yeah. It's not really a perfect answer.
Yeah.
See.
That's me. And do y'all agree that, like, I think Black people could benefit from, like, more confidence?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Society does that to us. Serious question. How do y'all feel about Kevin Samuels?
You mean the one? You mean the dead man?
Passed away.
When they passed away.
The
I
dead
have
man.
nothing to say.
No?
No. He's gone.
He's but
Yeah, back him up.
Did you indulge in the content beforehand, though?
No.
no, that's not
No.
my vibe.
That's
Like,
not.
I don't get into
Oh,
the.
dang. I'm
Is
not
it
going to say my
because
opinion.
of his delivery? I'm going to say my opinion.
I want to hear what y'all have to say.
I mean,
Kevin.
I think there was.
His delivery was terrible. But
I mean, I think there's a space
Uh-huh.
for it. I think that I'm never a fan of performative
Okay.
platforms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think the only time that I liked, I'll say this, like very very lightheartedly. Like the only time that I liked him was when he was on Atlanta, the show.
Okay.
Or how Donna
I
Glover
love that show so
Yeah.
much.
used him, but he
Yeah.
used him in that way because of his persona.
Yeah.
But as far as like the actual person,
Mhm.
yeah, the content, it gave me no interest. And then when he died, I felt indifferent because
Damn, that's hurt.
I felt as though there was a different way to communicate a message, especially to y'all, especially
Yeah.
to black women. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. Oh, you're big and you're fat. It's like, all right, ha ha ha. But like,
Yeah,
what if she's really depressed and then she goes and
Yeah.
does something to herself?
Right.
And
Yeah.
now it's like, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
yeah, I didn't like his content at all. I just wasn't a fan of. I'm not a fan of single black men talking about relationships or what a woman
Ooh.
or what somebody should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I especially don't like black men who like, in a sense, like bash or belittle women.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to be broke.
Yeah.
Like, not even broke. Not even. I'm not even saying like that. Like, you can't come up, but like, Charlamagne and DJ Envy talked about how he used to just be outside, kind of going person to person trying to sell stuff. I think he was working in retail at one point. So it's like the posturing I wasn't a fan of either. Like, no, you got to get your life together. It's
The
like,
arrogance. Yeah, the arrogance. Yeah.
watch out. I'm not.
Interesting. Lex.
So when I say I like him, it wasn't definitely not how he talked to us or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. But I feel like I always like hearing perspectives of men.
Mm-hmm.
And even though every man probably don't think like him, right?
Mm.
But I feel like the extraness was performative.
Yeah.
But there was really a root to what he was saying, like, which I feel like some stuff we can take heed to, like for certain things. I just think his delivery was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it was harsh. But I feel like some of it, I ain't listened to everything. Like, it wasn't like subscribe or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the few things I did, I understood that there was an underlying
Message.
but how he said it was really bad,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. So that's why I say, and then I do think he was a little funny. Is it mean as hell? Yeah. And the
He
people
was
that
funny.
would call in, they were asking for that.
I agree.
For sure, because they
Yeah.
know his delivery. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's kind of like, girl.
Content.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
content.
content.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
The message piece. I'm sorry. Like the message
fine.
piece. I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, it's hard for me to see the floor in a room
Over
full of
that.
trash.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah,
I
I
can't
feel
get to
that.
it. Like, I can't get to it. I can't see it.
Yeah.
You just keep piling on.
Yeah.
Just keep piling on. I don't. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Like, like certain stuff you just be johnning. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
He did talk a lot.
don't know what's going on right now.
No, he's funny.
He talked a lot of.
I got a little key out of Kevin.
I did get a little key.
I did not celebrate when he passed away.
I didn't
think,
either.
As I have learned over time, and it wasn't easy, black people are not a monolith, right? So we have different type of black people. That's one of the great things about us. So I think that sometimes, because even, all right, church-wise, let's say there's a pastor that you don't like, and you think, like, he do too much, he too dramatic, it's too performative, blah, blah, blah. But there's somebody that likes the message or somebody that's going to get the message. And though it may not have been for us, like we're not the target audience for that type of content. And like Lex said, they was calling in asking for it. Entertainment wise, I do feel like, no cyberbullying or anything like that. But sometimes you call, you ask me a question, they do it on all the podcasts. Like, oh, my man doing da-da-da. You know what you need to do. Stop playing. Get off my phone. It is entertaining, but I just want us to do better. That's why I asked about like building legacies, because I just be wondering, like, why are things, when it comes to family dynamics, why is it so difficult for us? We got people that you got to convince why it's important to get married and do this and do that. And because even when I hear like you all speak about what you want, like your ducks in a row before you pour into a family, do we think that white people think about stuff like that? Not that they're the standard, but they don't wait until they're in certain spaces to get, because also think about it like this. You're striving to get to a certain status in your career, and then dating is not fun, right? It's not necessarily fun. It also, it's a lot, it's chaotic. It can be.
For sure.
So I think I look at them and I say, like, they gonna get their home life together first, because if they're navigating the world, as it is harder for men sometimes than it is for women, because we don't necessarily have to be in corporate spaces or arguing with Rachel with the purple hair and 50 tattoos, and we gotta come polished up. Yeah,
It's because we
come
started
colored
from
up.
behind though. Like I feel like I don't know how everyone feels. I feel like a lot of black men feel like we already starting from behind, so that's why we want to make sure our ducks are in a row necessarily. Like if shit happen, you know, niggas be like, oh shit, it's time to get my shit together. I gotta keep some niggas.
Yeah. Is it because of black women though, or is it because of
Good question.
the world around us?
It's the
Or is
world.
it because of white people?
It's the, I
I
mean,
think it's just the world.
Society. in
they the starting point is with them with everything, because I mean there's not a point in history where they didn't mess with something, try to dominate something, try to colonize something, try just destroy something. I think, like, to your question, because it's kind of like multi-layered, I think on the family part, the reason why white people don't necessarily wait till their ducks are in a row is because the generational wealth piece is already in a row.
That's what I was thinking too, like,
Granddad and great granddad already put it there for me, and so like I don't really have to wait for anything.
Trying to figure it out.
A lot of the times for black people, they're the start. I'm the starting point. I don't have anything. I don't have the generational wealth. I'm starting it for myself.
Yeah. No resource.
Yeah, I think for the other part, as far as like the pressures, I think kind of is like the underlying thing of your question. The pressures for black men is like all encompassing. It's like, I want to be Superman. I don't know who's telling me to be Superman, but I want to be Superman because society says
I feel like I have to be Superman.
Yeah.
I want to support you, and I want to do the best that I can. But I'm also like James was speaking to earlier. Like I don't want to let you down, and I don't want to let myself down. Then I got to live with that. And so I think it's a lot of things that kind of come into play.
Low-key self-sabotage.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like you're in your head a lot. Like, going back and forth with, like, just, like...
Naturally.
Who told you to be Superman?
I mean, I'm saying naturally it happens. Like, you want to do your absolute best.
Yeah.
But also trying to navigate what that looks like. And I think also on the marriage piece, I think is also multi-layered. I think for us, we grew up in a place where we grew up with the internet at the same time.
Yeah.
And so like the dynamics of what marriage and relationships like look like has changed over time because we get to see so much. And so like you have so many people telling you like, this is what a relationship looks like. This is what a marriage looks like.
Yeah.
Before then, we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
People just kind of cultivating what their marriage is supposed to be. Now, of course, you can just turn the internet off and kind of, but it's
easier said than done now.
But now it's attached to you. You kind of have to have this thing. I just made an Instagram last year, like, because
For the first time?
For the first time, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Just to be
Just because we
associated
started
with
a
that.
pod.
If we didn't start a podcast, I still wouldn't.
You too, or just him?
Oh no.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
it was
He's
like-
in the fashion.
James out here.
It's not- Yeah, no, I had no interest. So a lot of times we be kicking it together, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is what's going on." Like I'm into pop culture, so I understand.
Yeah.
I always knew what was going on, but I never had interest in kind of being a part of. Sometimes I would call it the circus.
Yeah.
I
Because
put a lot of pressure on yourself watching all these people who think got it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh, I'm supposed to do this for my girl. Oh, I'm supposed to do this for my girl because I see him doing this for his girl. So I got
She
do the
probably
same
want
thing.
this, so I
Right.
probably should do that.
Yeah.
So,
Something that we always say, I practically in every episode, comparison is a thief.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like Instagram was made to take that away from us because we always like looking at the different experiences that other people have and we're like, oh dang, I want to do that, I want to be that, I want to have that. But it's like, what's telling you right now that you're not enough?
Yeah.
What's telling you right now that you can't do that? You know,
low-key
in a
build
different-
hatred.
in a different
Start hating.
Yeah.
And build a lot of haters.
I meant to say on that marriage piece too. I think also that's like blown out of proportion. Also, certain things I just think are psyops and that's meant to like just kind of throw us off. Like the marriage piece, I think we're on the plus side. At least 60% or something. Black marriages are up. I think that's also a facade. I don't really think that's something that's actually true. I think it's something that's continuously said that is just kind of to kind of throw us off of where we're actually going. So,
Yeah, for sure. So just to close us out, something that my friend, she'll never let me forget this, but I love Black Boy Joy, right? And so if there's ever any videos going viral or anything where like black men are having a good time, I love that. I love that. So can y'all speak to like what does Black Boy Joy look like for y'all? And then like what do y'all want to see black men? What do y'all want to see more for y'all? Like to really,
Let me go.
because y'all need that, right?
Yeah, I think black men, we should all like embrace each other. So I feel like this is probably my therapy talking, loving on my best friend. You know what I'm saying? For a while, we talk about it's like a bit like little shit, like calling that my brother. Nah, that's like dead. That's my. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. All right, twin. But like and then just like enjoying, like literally enjoying each other. I think black men like we forget how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Forget like how to be a kid. Like you know what I'm saying? Doing kid shit. D reminds me of this all the time. Nah, bro, you gotta get that nostalgia feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like and smile. Like when I first met him, he was not a big smiler. You know what I'm saying? So like not for real. Like so seeing that, cause we too different. You know what I'm saying? We a little different in that regard. So like being around each other, like being goofy, having fun with each other, like you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like a big important being vulnerable with each other. So that I would say that.
I love that.
Random, but we went viral on like 2 summers ago on Black Boy Joy. Like we were dancing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We were dancing. Was it July 4th?
Yeah,
Cookout? It was a couple of us, me, him, my brother, and our other 2 friends. We were dancing in my backyard, and somebody had put it slow motion and put some jazz music behind it, and it went like crazy viral on TikTok. And so I think like for me, that kind of what he's speaking to, just not having so much pressure on yourself, just to do the simple things, like dancing in public. Like we talk about that all the time. Like we don't dance no more.
Yeah.
Why don't we dance anymore?
Yeah.
Right. Like just,
Nobody twerks anymore.
yeah, for real. Like because you're so worried about like somebody watching me. Like what? I'm so quick to hit a Dougie. Like I'm so quick to hit. Like I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, and they know it though. Like they know it. Before probably probably freshman year of college, I still was kind of in this secluded space where I definitely wouldn't. I hated everybody, so I definitely wouldn't have done nothing like that. But yeah, I wanted to see black men just explore more, just enjoying the simple things, because I know that took a lot for me to just enjoy the simple things.
That's amazing.
I love that.
I love y'all's answer. That was really, really good.
I love hearing men's perspective. I don't know what it is. I feel like because we don't hear it's so many voices of women, we always yapping, child. But like hearing men talk from y'all perspective, because we don't think like y'all. I love it. So much.
It gives a different perspective for sure.
I would definitely say like vulnerability is the difference between like women, because I didn't get to ask this question, but like they always compare women friendship dynamics to like men dynamics, and I think the only difference is that sometimes certain male dynamics they lack vulnerability, and that's what it takes to have fun and let loose and like have that nostalgic feeling like you said. But I do wish that becomes infectious, because I do have a thing about men that don't smile. That is like, it's like, I don't think you a bad person. But I would always say like, I can't be with a man that doesn't smile. I think that says something about yourself. Yeah. And then we said this like, y'all are scrumdiddly issues. Why y'all not smiling? Like black men need that ass.
Show me the 32, girl.
Why y'all not smiling? So tell the black men to smile more. Like if any other message gets conveyed this Black History Month, black men
smile.
Come on, let's see it.
Smile.
Don't be walking around like you got a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna just say the reason why I was not smiling, like
you hated everybody.
Well, not only I hated everybody, but I internalized this thought that like if I smiled in public, somebody would try to take advantage of me, or I thought it was a weakness.
You one of them.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not showing anything.
I smile and be like, fuck around.
Yeah, so I was just already like, well, I'm just not gonna smile. It's fine. And people will always tell me like, no, I thought you were so mean when I first met you. I was like,
you gotta smile.
You gotta smile more.
Yeah. Well, this was a great conversation, guys.
It was.
Appreciate y'all letting us come on your platform.
Y'all flew all the way down here just to sit on the council Gbt.
I fuck with it.
For sure.
Y'all gotta come to the city.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, definitely.
We love DC, so I do come back.
Juneteenth
DC, we
weekend.
love you.
No, pop out. Juneteenth weekend, pop out.
Juneteenth weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a time. We'll have a cool
y'all channels, y'all handles, and stuff.
Yes, where can they find you?
Oh yeah, find us at Built Not By Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on TikTok, on Instagram.
We out here.
Yeah, I think it's all the same apps too. Yeah. So Built Not By Podcast. Want to thank y'all again for letting us on your platform.
Of course.
Yes.
Stay the course.
Yeah, stay the course for sure. Stay the course. We got more content coming. So
I like
That's
that.
amazing.
Love that.
Yeah.
this has been amazing.
Appreciate y'all for sure, man. This is, I'm saying, I'm really.
You want to call this out? Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Good.
GBT and B.
GBT and Bnb.
But thank you all for tuning in to another episode of The Good.
The bad.
30.
Make sure you comment, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time.
Bye.